somehow Animal Crossing returned. So Nintendo randomly remembered this is one of the best selling Nintendo Switch games and have a shiny new console and realized they could resurrect this game even though they said they were done.
This will be the last major free content update for Animal Crossing New Horizons.
So that was a lie.
But it's been a week since it came out, and how does it hold up? Well, let's find out. No, I did not get the Switch 2 edition of this game because I only care about the visual enhancements and hate it's locked through a paywall with other shit I don't need. Nintendo finding every reason to charge you for literally anything, but anyway, let's move on. So let's talk about the big thing that was added, and it's a hotel. I really like this feature since it gives you the Happy Home Designer DLC for free. Yeah, that existed, and I have it because of NSO expansion and have yet to touch it. But anyway, I love that you're given 2 themes to choose from, which don't really matter because you can be like me and make a Shrek theme room. But it's honestly pretty fun to mess with. And once you're done, you can earn hotel tickets for the store. You can buy various items, which I'll get to a certain group of items soon. Besides making rooms, you can earn tickets by promoting DIY items, which will increase your island brand, which is very important. And you'll get more visitors, which you can also see on your island, which is pretty neat, making your island feel big and have something new to look at when you hop on the next day. Also, you can mess with these outfits and the visitors will wear them. And yeah, this new feature is great. There are some notable things I really like that this update offered, and that's being able to craft multiple DIY items at once, which is very good for the hotel. Oh yeah, and you could do this. Pretty neat, huh? And the other pretty good change is storage, which you can upgrade from 500 to 7,000 and 7,000 to 9,000, which is very useful for those who store a lot of items. And you can store your plants in your storage now, which I'll probably never use, but hey, it's great for others. Speaking of features I'll never use, is Versetti Service, which can clean up flowers or custom designs in spots you don't want them in anymore, which is great if you're designing an island and regret a choice you made. But then again, it's been almost 6 years and I already have the island how I want it. But again, amazing for newcomers or anyone that makes frequent changes to the island. Overall good changes, but not very useful for someone like me who's been playing since like day 1 and doesn't play the game anymore. Here's a feature I would have loved in 2020. Slumber Island gives you so much freedom by giving access to 3 islands to do what you want and not affect your main island, which is huge. This new feature gives you access to all your items and you can use as many as you want. And again, the freedom is amazing since you don't have to spend bells on bridges and inclines and build them where you want, which is cool. You can also select the time of day for whatever setting you want. And the reason why I would have loved this in 2020 is because you could bring your friends to these islands and they can help edit and mess around in your island, which is cool. If I had friends. Yeah, this feature makes the multiplayer way more fun since you could do so much with your friends instead of looking at an island for 20 minutes, then hopping off for the day. Making this new feature really engaging by giving the other players more to do, which is so cool, but man, it came out late. So late for me. But it's great for active Animal Crossing players with huge friend groups. Okay, let's start with those special items I mentioned in the hotel. So once you increase your brand recognition and officially open the hotel, programs will give you new various items, which give you some of Nintendo's old toys and game systems they made. And those game systems bring back an old feature from the very first Animal Crossing, and that's being able to play retro Nintendo games on those various consoles. And yeah, it's neat, but it's locked behind NSO. Again, kinda sucks for those who don't have it, and it would have been cool to play these games for free, but it's also kind of pointless for NSO owners since you already have the NSO apps to play all these games. So if you're really dying to play Clu Clu Land on Animal Crossing New Horizons specifically, then yeah, I guess, go ahead. But like, why? Okay, let's get on to the other collab stuff, which are my favorites, which are the new items. And first we have the Lego theme items. And I gotta say, kid me would have freaked out over Lego in Animal Crossing, because I love Lego, as you can see here. And look at this. It's from the Lego Retro Space sets. You know, what Benny's based on from the Lego movie. This one is cool, offering new clothing and furniture, which is always a plus. Okay, now onto the amiibo. And I'll start with the Legend of Zelda collab, where you can scan a few Zelda amiibo to get Minoru or Toolin on your island, or just invite them to get access to their items. So I scanned my Toon Link amiibo to invite Toolin into my camp, so I can have some Zelda items. And no, I didn't use the Toolin amiibo because Jesus Christ! I do really like that you don't need to specifically buy the Toolin or Minoru amiibo to have them. and you can use other Zelda amiibo to get them, which is really nice on Nintendo, which I didn't expect from this company. Well, of course, the Zelda items are fire. Can never go wrong with new items. And for the other collab you can access with amiibo, gives you Shiver and Fry lookalikes on your island. You get access to their Splatoon theme items. And again, I really like that you can use if you select out Splatoon amiibo to access these villagers and items. But luckily I actually own these 2 amiibo because at the time, these were better priced for 3 amiibo than 1 Zelda amiibo now. But hey, I'm glad it's not restricted for these characters as well. And of course, the Splatoon items are amazing. I gotta love my crab tank. And yeah, these are of course great additions to the game. I want to point out that these Nintendo items are gray and all, but I wish we got some older Nintendo franchise items, like the previous Animal Crossing games did. And they could have easily ported the ones from New Leaf, but they only wanted to add the relevant Nintendo games during this era, I guess. Well, how does this hold up 1 week later? Not too bad. I do expect to play once I collect all the items and then hop off until I get a random urge to play, because this game is pretty good and all, but it's not going to keep me playing it until a new Animal Crossing comes out. But man, it's honestly really annoying that we had to wait for so many features to get added that would have been amazing when Animal Crossing was at its peak. Since a lot of these features are nice, but I'm not as creative as 15-year-old me when I first bought this game, so I have no desire to use half of these features. But that's what I think of the update overall. Well, again, it's a good update, and a new update is always better than no update. And even though I was a bit negative to some of these additions, which is valid, again, this was my personal thoughts, and I do think these features are good, and especially active Animal Crossing players will love these and have more of a reason to continue playing. I say those are my honest thoughts on this update 1 week later. Well, thank you so much for watching, and what are your guys' thoughts about this update, since I'm curious about other perspectives on these new features. So be sure to comment down below. But anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye.